We at the top, if I see it, I cop it. All this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lots of strip, if I see it, I cop it. I'm not kidding, if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid, if I see it, I cop it. We at the top, if I see it, I cop it. All of this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lots of strip, if I see it, I cop it. I'm not kidding, if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid, if I see it, I cop it.
Yeah, if I see it, I cop it. Running through stores, if I see it, I rock it. Yeah, girl, if you see it, I got it. Run it up more, we need all the profit. 100 racks back up in summer 16. Spent that whole bag on a whole summer dream. Life's complicated, no Avril Lavigne. Copped a new condo to blow us some steam. All these rappers just rapping in triplets. Pushing that product, just got a new shipment. Pushing that roll 50 over the limit. Cushion that blow, I don't get why they with it. We at the top and we throwing the game. All of these peasants will know of my name. All of these blessings, we staying the same. The drip is fluorescent, I'm going insane. Royal genetics all up in my veins. Back me a real one and gave him my name. All of these issues, but no one to blame. Praying that God will just show me the way. Changing the game, got the source code, and I'm off-road and my horses go skirt. One in the same day, of course, no, we in first, yo, all my niggas we were. Faking the fame, but we all know, cause the source told all you niggas just learn. Talking and saying y'all pseudo, and it's true though, y'all just popping them perks. Taking the stage, got a few shows, let the crew know it's a cloud in the dirt. I am the king and it's my throne, y'all are kind though, they keep calling me Zerk.
We at the top, if I see it, I cop it. All this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lots of strip, if I see it, I cop it. I'm not kidding, if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid, if I see it, I cop it. We at the top, if I see it, I cop it. All of this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lots of strip, if I see it, I cop it. I'm not kidding, if I see it, I cop it. House off the grid, if I see it, I cop it.
We only got one life, I'ma get that. If you with that, do not sit back and just wish that you had it. Despite all your witchcraft and your riffraff, this is my gift and you wish that you had it. Tonight gonna bump trap, gonna thump that. Drums in the back and you know that we have it. Girls like where the one at, need to run back. Flee from these niggas, you know that they savage. They acting macho like they Randy Savage. They call me Pablo, the kingpin is at it. I am Apollo, you Rocky, I've had it. Y'all can just follow cause niggas is slacking. I am Jack Sparrow, my verses is cracking. I am the ghost and you rappers is Pac-Man. Out in the coast and I'm getting more blacking. Y'all acting hairy, I'm grabbing the waxing.
At the top, if I see it, I cop it. All of this guap, if I see it, I cop it. Got some new drip, if I see it, I cop it. Saw that new whip, if I see it, I cop it. Need a new grip, if I see it, I cop it. Lobster and shrimp, if I see it. All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
Stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke,
Yeah,
Rilla mode.
well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Rilla gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sega Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest in. I'm tired of niggas, they frontin' they blessings. They want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla Mo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla Mo. I said stay woke, Rilla Mo. Stay woke, Rilla Mo.
Fucking people.
Rilla Mo. Stay woke, Rilla Mo.
I better use my strong.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla Mo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla Mo. I said stay woke, Rilla Mo. Stay woke, Rilla Mo. I said stay woke, Rilla Mo. Stay woke, Rilla Mo.
You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
Check, 1, 2, ayy. Check. Yeah. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's poppin'. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they satin. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. I see you looking, I see you watching. Wasn't too long ago, we was just talking. I'm sorry you hate me now, and I don't mean that I'm sorry for me. I'm just sorry for you, cause you won't get to see what a hot king can do when he's given the chance to become what he knew he could. Now my shit's popping, oh, and I'm shocking. I'm just from Buffalo, I shouldn't make it. Was right by my auntie, but that woman hated me. Good at pretending for everyone faking it. Now I'm awake and I see why they made the choice to kick me out just as soon as I made the choice. Now I'm a king, yeah, that's the thing. Happens a lot. Fatherless kids, yeah, we come by the lot. Changing shit whether you like it or not. He would come like it or not. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they satin. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. Fuck the whole industry, music and media. Started my own shit, I don't think they feeling me. I just don't get it, so fuck it. I'm done with all this luck shit. Y'all think y'all scaring me, so I address it. But now all your niggas is running. All of your mouths is just running. No talent, but your shit is funded. Now all y'all think y'all real funny. Clown flexing with that fake money. Can't buy shit without real shit, so you rent shit cause you real dummy. Just invest in mine like a broker. New money coming soon. Yo, last post got like 50,000, but you can't fill the fucking room. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they satin. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice.
Ever served in a forward area?
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Oh, Santa's coming.
Ho, 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 you lazy beesh.
No! I literally just flushed 5 times and it's clogged.
Number 1, a big gulp. Number 2, Pringles.
You are going to have diabetes eating this shit.
You better go to the fucking gym.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole, Norma.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 27 hundo and 15. Not 15, 52 of the Daily Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yill hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. Today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2, flexing on all you beesh.
Fucking Catalina wine.
Yeah, it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, fam, welcome to the show. Hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you are subscribed to the Rumble channel, rumble.com/The Daily Swole, The Daily Swole on Rumble, so you can watch the entire show, especially the Balls Deep portion, which is exclusively on Rumble. So make sure that you are subscribed over there also if you are watching the beginning of the show on YouTube. Thanks for being here. We got Lindsay Livershits in the casa. How we doing, LS? Charisma, we got Lacey. Door Gunner, how we doing, fam? Michelle, Cerny, Pedro, welcome to the show. It's Swole Sut Saturday, so put your nips together and let's jump on into today's show. Yesterday, we had an awesome overtime segment, which is available now for members inside Swole TV. We had a brand new Driving While Gaining. We also had some brand new Balls Deep edits, so it was a great time. Overtime was lit. That's available in Swole TV. And if you're not yet a member of the Swole fam, join us, swolenormousx.com, to get access to all of our programs, yoga, meditation, nutrition, everything to absolutely destroy your 7 pillars, because now is the time. We have Thanksgiving coming up next week. Everyone's already completely punched out. I know it's probably cold where you are. Everyone's eating garbage. Then there's going to be leftover garbage. And then it's going to be Christmas and New Year's. Everyone's just going to try to get as fat as possible with the excuse, well, I'll just start in January. And you know that's just going to fall through again, because you can't just pull the plug on all these terrible habits. You have to start as soon as possible. All right. You know, it's nice to think that there's a famous quote, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So in other words, people are always waiting to start. Oh, I wish I did it 5 years ago. Oh, I wish I did it 10 years ago. Oh, I wish I did it 20 years ago. Do it now. Do it now, because guess what? You're going to wish in 5 years or 10 years. Oh, I wish I did it 5 years ago. I wish I did it 10 years ago. And it takes years. You're not going to get mind-blowing results. You can make mind-blowing progress, you know, in a few months. But you mean, it takes years. It takes years. So can you lose weight? Of course. Can you lose extra body fat? Sure. Can you build some muscle, you know, within like 6 months, 8 months? Sure. But that's just the tip. It's just the beginning. So start today. Join us, swolenormousx.com. Now let's get into today's show. Let's bust the nut open, summon the Falcon, drop in the comments, fam. What are you smashing today? And let's have a great one. Ow. right, we have an awesome Swole Slut card, and I used the green so we can get that nice, cool see-through effect. That's fucking awesome. Hashtag Swole Slut for a chance to win today's Swole card. Now, I shared the screenshot because I saw it pop up in the chat, and I had to share it so we can scold the Space Shuttle Door Gunner. I deserve a Matt Damon. I took liver out last night to thaw a bit and forgot to put it back in the fridge. Had to throw it away.
Matt Damon. How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
Oof. Oof. That one's gonna hurt. Boo. Boo. I actually took out 2 pounds of liver, cut it up, and the best way to do it, this is the way I do it. I used to put it in a container and mix it and stuff as it was freezing. You get those little tiny glass containers. Get the little tiny glass containers. I don't know how many ounces they are. 3, 4, 5 ounce, but really small, like mason jars, but like the tiny ones. And I just let them thaw, chop it up into cubes, and I pack each one, freeze them. And then when you want liver, you take out 3 or 4 or 5 ounces, whatever goes in there, you thaw it, and then boom, down the hatch. So I just have my liver raw. Some of you might be like, ew, that's gross. I don't care. I get it every day and I love it. Raw liver is totally fine for me, as long as it's healthy, as long as it's clean, grass-fed, grass-finished, all that stuff. So I have no problems. I've never had a problem, and I love it. And it helps me get it in every single day. So that's how I freeze it, store it. But wasted liver.
How dare you?
I agree. How dare you? How dare you? So we already talked about the overtime segment yesterday, now available in Swole TV. Now let's moisturize and get into that tip. Pua. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, let's get into the first post. Let's get into the first ones. We have a couple announcements before we get into Brian's post. We're going to kick it off with Brian. Again, we have some new merch, and we got more merch coming Monday. So we haven't launched the site-wide specials yet at papaswolio.com, but we still have 20% off for Swolemember. So a lot of designs are 20% off. Of course, if you're a Swole Fam member officially, you have special code to get 20% off all year round. But we have some awesome Swolemember specials. Now, we have a brand new drop. And this is really probably the most unifying shirt that you're going to find. So it's don't put dirty dicks in your mouth. And I'm just going to keep on explaining why, because some of you might be like, what does that mean? Well, this is pretty much the most unifying comment that you can imagine. This is going to unify the left, the right. This is going to bring everyone together. This might actually save the world, Bill and Ted style. This might actually save the world because we have to find common ground. There's so much fractionality. There's so much tribalism. We need to unify. So what can we all agree on? I think every single person, and I'm very confident that everyone can agree to not put dirty dicks in their mouth. Is that not good advice? I don't care what you believe in. Is that not good advice? You think Xi Jinping is going to be like, you should put dirty dicks in your mouth? I don't think so. I don't think you're going to put a dirty Chinese dick in your mouth. I don't think so. What about Putin? I don't think he's going to be like, you should put dirty dick in mouth. I don't think so. Zelensky might want to put dirty dick in his mouth. I don't know, but I don't want to judge. No judgment. But I think everyone can agree. Don't put dirty dicks in your mouth. It's just good advice. It's solid advice. Okay. The next design that we've dropped this past week is the North Swole. This is just dope as shit. The North Swole is available now over there at papaswolio.com. And of course, we have the Spanish Christmas version, Feliz Navidad. Ve al puto gimnasio. So go and check out those new designs. And remember, you can always just go to the new releases section at papaswolio.com. So pick up some awesome merch. And now is the time to get it. If you want to have gifts, if you want to rock something for the holidays, now's the time to do it because, Black Friday and all that shit's next week and we're going to be totally fine. But the shipping, it's going to be fast. Everyone's, gearing up for it. But if you want to give it as a gift, just don't wait. I don't want you guys jumping on like December 20th and thinking you're going to get it in time because there could be snow delays. There could be bad weather. Plus everyone's shipping things. You don't want to wait till the last minute. So just make sure you put your orders in now if you want to get gifts for people. Okay. All right. Let's get into the first Swole Fam post. This one's from Brian. Brian making gains. obviously. You say Brian's name, you're like, you know he's making gains, so it's kind of like goes without saying. Brian got some flexing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that smile. Look at those gains. All right. Brian says, I shaved my gym time to 3 to 4 times a day. Now, I think this is a typo because that's fucking ridiculous. So I'm thinking he's like 3 to 4 times a week or 3 to 4 hours a day. The next part he says hours. So I think he meant 3 to 4 times a week. I shaved my gym time to 3 to 4 times a week and doing 1.5 to 2 hours from 3.5 hours to accommodate for the long hours of driving for Uber Eats and Instacart. The walking is helping with the aerobics, and the shitty food that people buy is opening my eyes more and more to staying on my journey. The money is helping too, LOL. I keep getting told I look like Jeff Hardy. Well, good for you, man. Good for you. Round of applause. Good for you making gains. And yeah, that's got to be a humbling thing to see. Instacart, Uber Eats, all that stuff. It's just gross. It's gross. Super gnarly. Super gnarly what people eat. I learned that when I was eating, well, when I was first starting to like really hardcore bulk. The summer after freshman year of college, I was working at a coffee shop, and it was a kind of a gourmet coffee shop in this, I want to say an upscale small town, because we lived in this town, but it was one of those, it was a small town, but it was a type of place where people live outside of the city, where they kind of retire in New England. So people go up there on the weekends, they ride their motorcycles. There's a lot of antique shops. So it's kind of a place where people go walk the street, they go to the local coffee shop, and it was like a coffee and chocolate place. So there'd be handmade truffles. So it was tons of chocolate. And the kind of chocolate, this is back in 2001, 2, where it was just really expensive, like $17 a pound kind of chocolate, like different shapes and all made in the actual shop. And it was really fucking good. Tasty. So handmade truffles and all that stuff. And I used to like help make them and stuff like that. So, but you just see what people buy and all the crap that people would eat. It was pretty gross. And I was back there eating cans of tuna and dipping whole grain bread in water, like doing just stuff that I would never do today, but just bulking, just plain ass food, eating tuna out of a can. Gross. But my mercury. Okay. We got a post here from Lindsay, and Lindsay's dropping some carrots and biceps, and she shows her swole cards. And we have here in the picture, but my thyroid, striated September, and the 7 pillars. Very nice. Good swole cards. And we got a post here from Peter, and Peter says, hey everyone, I'm Peter. Currently live in Georgia. Not much to say about myself. I'm currently in culinary school while working a county desk job. Looking forward to being a part of something bigger than myself and getting my fitness on track and becoming a better version of myself. Peter, welcome to the fucking Swole fam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come one, come all. Everyone's welcome to make sick fucking gains. We are equal opportunity gainers in the Swole fam. All right, let's get into a couple email responses, fam. If you're not on the email list, you need to get stretched out. So the podcast is one thing, but get on the email list, makeemailswoleagain.com, sign up for it today, and get all the emails, stay up to date, and get inspiration in your inbox. Trust me, it will only feel uncomfortable the first time or two. It kind of will always feel uncomfortable because as you get looser, the knowledge cock grows, but you'll get used to it. You'll start really craving it. Trust me, it's only uncomfortable for legit like the first couple times, and you start really looking forward to it. All right, Craig says, honestly, my best results, this is in response to the email, the best time to work out that we sent, I believe it was yesterday. Craig says, honestly, my best results come after a good night's sleep, a morning bowel movement, okie dokie, TMI, and cleaning shower, a cleaning shower. Is there any other kind? Okay, my best results come after a good night's sleep, a morning bowel movement, and cleaning shower, 2 cups of coffee, an avocado toast, maybe an egg or 2, and hit it. Unless you're in my Insta stream, killing it as usual. Papa, keep up your good work at this. People are getting better health from you. Well, thank you, Craig. I appreciate it. A spell check saves lives. I'm getting tired. I'm getting a lot of cardio from your run-ons there, but I appreciate Craig just trolling you. Thanks for the response, and I definitely encourage you all to respond to these emails. I definitely want to hear back from you. So, but prepare to get teased because that's what we do here. Much love. All right, Leslie says, my workout schedule is always changing because I travel for work. For this reason, I have a membership with the Purple Planet, so I'll always have a gym available nearby. On most days of the week, I train in the morning. On work days, It's a bright and early 3 a.m. gym session. For weekdays, when I'm actually home, it's usually an 8 a.m. session after taking the kids to school and daycare. Travel days usually consist of Swolga because I can do it almost anywhere and in a short amount of time. Whenever I'm actually home on the weekends, the workouts consist of outdoor play with my kids. Definitely the best and most rewarding exercise. Excellent. And you know how I kind of tease the Purple Planet? So like if you have a choice between 2 gyms in your local town, I mean, definitely go to the other one. I don't like woke ass places, let alone that gym. However, can you make gains at Planet Fitness? Of course. And when you're traveling, it's probably one of the best memberships if you travel. I guess it's LA Fitness now. So LA Fitness, I mean, any national gym chain that has a lot of spots is great when you travel because there's usually one everywhere. So definitely a good option. And that's one of the things I say. Look, I might tease and joke about it, but if that's what you have locally in your town, a lot of times they have them in small towns because they're inexpensive and people have memberships and they never go. So they just clean up on the membership. So do it. Get a gym membership. I don't care where you train. I don't care if it's Planet Fitness or somewhere else. Just put your fucking headphones on, pull the hat down and make those gains. You know, you can do it anywhere. So it's definitely any kind of national gym membership. If you travel a lot, especially, you can find a location pretty much anywhere. There's a lot of them. So go check it out. You don't have to believe in the principles. Look, it's one of those things. It's a tool. It's a tool. You don't have to like it. You're like, well, I really believe in everything they say. Just go in there, you use the shit out of the gym and then fucking go. But I'm still going to make fun of it. But I don't care if you actually go. Don't worry. I don't think less of you. Like, oh my God, you go to Planet Fitness. It's inexpensive and they're everywhere. So whatever. Okay, let's get into some knowledge cock. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. You feel that? I know you do. All right, so let's get into some questions. If you have a question live, hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Reminder to those of you that are watching on YouTube, the full show will only be streamed on Rumble, so make sure you switch over to Rumble in the next few minutes. That way you don't miss out on the second half of the show. Again, link is in the description down below. The Daily Swole on Rumble, rumble.com/The Daily Swole. Sign up and come hang over there. Good coffee. All right, questions. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Drop in the comments. This name is going to take a lot out of me. Omar Zachariah Ajslizleman. Omar Zachariah ADJ's Whatever. I think you just got tired. I think Omar got tired after his first and last name and just hit like letters. Omar Zachariah. You definitely did like the 80s. Popeye lost 20 kilograms, build kinda big muscles, but still have lot to lose. Any cardio advices / exercise? Want it fast. Okay. Well, nothing is not going to happen fast. So forget that. Do it properly. So you lost 40 something pounds, built kind of big muscles, but still have a lot to lose. So you're still fat. Keep building muscle. Keep lifting heavy weights, build muscle. Check out our content, the elimination diet. It's not going to happen fast. Cardio has nothing to do with you losing body fat. It's going to come with proper nutrition, lifting heavy weights. Just add in the kind of cardio you like on days when you're not training. Don't overdo it. It's good for your heart health. You could do high intensity interval cardio for 10, 15 minutes. You don't have to be doing an hour of fucking exhaustive cardio. Don't do it before you lift. Focus on building muscle, eating healthy, getting quality sleep, and getting that shit in order. All right, another question here. Live or live 0305. What do I have to, Papa Swolio, what do I have to eat to make sick fucking gains in 6 months, Papa? If you figure it out, let me know, because that's going to be impossible. You're not going to make sick fucking gains in 6 months. Can you make progress? Sure. Can you change your lifestyle completely? Sure. Can you start building muscle and build a great foundation? Sure. You're not going to make sick fucking gains in 6 months. The way I define sick fucking gains. So can you change your life? Absolutely. You could change your life in a moment. It doesn't take time. It takes commitment. So make those changes. Forget the timeline. Why is everyone always worried about how fast? Can I do it fast? I want it fast. Of course you do. It would be really nice for it to be easy and quick, but it's not going to. It's going to take relentless effort and brutal consistency, especially when you don't feel like it. So strap in. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but it's totally worth it. Way too many underscores and a period for no fucking reason. Tan guy. Papa Soli, how many eggs a day is too much? In excess, could it be bad for cholesterol? That's a myth by all accounts. I've seen no evidence, no reason. Cholesterol, your body produces the vast majority of your cholesterol. Dietary cholesterol is not going to be negatively impactful. There could be some situations when a person has some existing health conditions, but whole eggs are fantastic. So how many eggs a day is too much? Honestly, I don't think it's going to be possible for you to consume it. Let's put it that way. So, you know, I don't have any issues with whole eggs. I don't have any issues with whole eggs. No issues whatsoever. I don't know how many eggs you're talking about. And that would be that much. Like 30 eggs a day. That's a lot of eggs. I wouldn't do them all raw. I don't mind raw eggs. I'll have them on occasion. Raw egg yolks. I'm really not doing complete whole raw eggs anymore. I used to when I was younger. But no problems. No problems. So if they're pastured eggs, high quality eggs, just eat your eggs. Eat your eggs. I wouldn't only do eggs, but I think eggs are very important. Um, 86 Estranged 07. Papa Solio, my friend doesn't want to start a diet and go to the fucking gym. How can we convince him? You can't. You can just lead by example. We go over this every day. You're not going to convince anyone. I shouldn't say you're not going to convince anyone, but it's just not worth your energy. You need to focus on yourself. Everyone always likes to become a beacon and share whatever they've discovered. So if you come across something exciting that you like, you want to share it with people that you care about, but they're not necessarily on the same wavelength. They're not necessarily receptive. So a lot of times it's just going to be exhaustive. You could talk about it. If you have a conversation, you could bring it up. It could just be something that is like, you know, in discussion that, hey, they know you're training, like, oh, you're doing this. And yeah, you just don't have to push it. You should do this. You should do this. Come to the gym. You can invite like, hey, I'm going to the gym. You want to come? But this is what I said yesterday. You invite someone to go to the gym. Let's say you are crushing it, right? Let's say you're crushing it. I hate training with someone that's brand new. I mean, it's one thing if you're training someone as a client and you're showing someone, you're getting paid for it, but not on my time. I'm not going to show someone how to train when I'm training, because then it takes away my focus and I'm not going to get a good workout because I'm sitting there educating someone. So fuck it. You know, you're not going to convince someone. Let them come to you, or, you know, you're just going to be more busy, right? Oh, I can't do it. I'm going to the gym. You want to come? Yeah, come on. You should lift some weights. You want to be a fat, come on, you lazy fuck. Especially men. You can chide each other like that completely. It's important. Shame is good. Fat shaming is good. It's beneficial. It is. You should have shame. This is the thing. Like, you don't want to have any shame, fat shaming, bullying. Give me a fucking break. That helps people get better. That opens people's eyes to the reality of the situation. I'm not saying be like cruel to someone and, you know, unrealistically brutal and making fun of someone that needs to improve themselves. But we shouldn't shy away from shame. That's just literally, shame is just what? It's like a personal morality. You need to have standards. People don't have standards for themselves. They just let themselves be fat and disgusting and gross and force everyone else to accept their disgusting behavior. Get the fuck out of here. Blow me. Okay. Isaac Stevens. Papa Solio, started gym, putting on weight. Lower weight and high reps to start, or heavy and low reps? These are questions that don't really matter. So good for you. Putting on weight doesn't mean you're putting on muscle. It depends on what your goals are. If you want to build muscle, yeah, you should be pushing towards failure. If you're new to the gym, probably within a few reps of failure, you're not going to be able to go to absolute failure. You don't have the form. You don't have the muscle integrity. You don't have the willpower and the the ability to push yourself to that capacity yet. But yeah, you want to be training. If you want to put on muscle, then heavier weight, lower repetitions. For me, I do anywhere between 5 and 10 to failure, but you might want to stop. If you're a beginner, more volume is usually beneficial for beginners because you can't go to absolute failure. So you need to do a little bit more volume to get those stimulating reps. So if the last 4 or 5 reps in a set to absolute failure are the stimulating reps and you stop 1 or 2 reps before failure, you're getting 2 to 3 stimulating reps. So if you want to accumulate the same amount of stimulating reps that you'll get in 1 or 2 sets, you need to do 3 or 4 sometimes. So a little bit more, or another exercise. So you might want to get a little more volume. But yeah, high reps, it's not really, can you build muscle with high reps? Sure. You just have to go to failure. So if you're doing 15 reps, you have to push it. So 15 is the absolute last thing that you can do. You're just incurring much more fatigue. You're doing a lot more work and causing a lot more systemic exhaustion, doing more repetitions to failure. Okay. More questions, drop them live in the chat. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. And of course, we're going to move right along to Balls Deep. So make sure that you are switching over to Rumble so you can catch the full show. We'll be shutting it down on YouTube in just a few moments. So link is in the description below, rumble.com/The Daily Swole. And of course, we have the Swole Slug card, hashtag SSS, for a chance to win today's Swole card. We'll give that away at the end of today's episode. Okay, let's see what we got here. Edgewater period fam. And Lacey says, I have to separate training sessions if I'm helping someone. There's nothing wrong with helping someone. If you want to do that, just don't do it on your own time. If you're going to the gym and you're doing, maybe what you do is have them walk on the treadmill, have them relax or stretch, or just, hey, walk on the treadmill for like half an hour. Even if it's an hour, just go for a nice casual, slow walk. And, I'll be, or have them meet, get there like half an hour before you finish up, and then you can work out. And then maybe when you're done, you could have a shake, but just be mindful that at some gyms, you might get flagged. And what I mean by that is it's hard to tell. I mean, I shouldn't say it's hard to tell, but sometimes you're going to have people, because if you're at a big chain gym and you both have memberships, that's one thing. But they don't want someone doing personal training at the gym. Because one, it's a liability. Two, you're not paying rent and they're losing money when that person could be using one of their trainers, blah, blah, blah. So it's hard to draw that line. Sometimes a manager might come up to you. A lot of times not if you're training with, but if you just worked out and then you train someone else, I think it's more if like you're training all day long. You have people coming in. It's obvious that you're training clients, but showing someone how to do it, just don't do it on your time. I'm just telling you, it's going to take away from you. I hate that. It'll take away from you. All right, let's see. Lindsay, Papa Swole, I don't feel barbell rows in my back. Am I doing it wrong? Yeah, barbell rows are a back exercise. So yeah, you probably are. If you don't feel it in your back, I can't tell you what you're doing wrong just by that text. But yeah, barbell rows are a back exercise. Where would you be feeling it? Yeah, you also might just want to do chest supported rows. You could do them on a bench. You could do them on a incline bench. Rows are great. Chest supported rows are great too. You can isolate the back more and also take momentum in the lower back out of the picture. Because when it comes to back training, the reason why chest supported rows are great, it's because it takes your lower back and the fact that you have to balance. There's nothing wrong with barbell rows. I did barbell rows most of my life. I did tons of deadlifts and barbell rows. Up until the last like year, I was doing fucking all free weights my entire life. I love training with machines. That's why I started getting all these machines. I got fucking obsessed getting all these machines and I love it. And I'm like, shit, I should have been fucking doing machine training a lot earlier, because I was kind of carrying over a lot of what the late 90s, early 2000s, where it's like, you want to build muscle, use free weights, don't use machines. And I just got used to doing free weights. You could build tons of muscle, but you don't have the same type of stability. So the reason why hack squats and leg presses or chest press machines, of course, every machine is different. Some of them actually suck. So not all machines are created equal. Same thing with dumbbells. Sometimes the grip is different, or the length is different, the size of the dumbbell or the barbell, right? Knurling, like it all makes a difference depending on what you're doing. Like it depends on how detailed you get into it. But machines are great because they're more stable. You can exert more force. It's not as fatiguing, and you can push to failure much safer. So when I'm doing a machine exercise to failure by myself, yeah, I don't have a spotter. Some machines you can actually have like a spotter, like a chest machine with a foot pedal. You can actually spot yourself or catch yourself. I can go to absolute failure. I don't have to worry about dropping them on the floor, breaking my face. I don't have to worry about getting stuck under a bar. If I do my Smith machine, yeah, there's a risk, but I can still get out. Like it's still safer. I can hook it or kind of like yeet it up a little bit. But on a chest machine, I can just drop the handles. I'm not going to get stuck under the machine. There's always a risk of getting hurt, but dramatically decreased by using machines. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Cerny, Papasolio, muscle grows during recovery, not while working out, right? Yeah, that's correct. So what you're doing when you're training, and this is why, and we'll talk about this for a second. This is what we talk about when it comes to the intensity and the volume. So the goal of training, the goal of what you're doing when you're trying to build muscle is to create the proper stimulus that's going to, garner a result. And there's diminishing returns when it comes to volume, like how many sets you're doing. If you're training as close to failure as possible, you don't need a lot of sets. So if you're doing, let's say you're doing 8 reps, but you could do 10, and that would be the last 10, you'd have to do a little bit more volume, a couple more sets, maybe 2 or 3 sets, because you're not necessarily going to get all the stimulation. You don't need, it's surprising how little you need. And this is what Maximum Swole, the program in Swolenormous X, is all about. You don't need as much as you think in terms of volume. And when you do less volume, and you know you're going to do less volume, you push harder because you don't need to leave anything in the tank. You don't need to leave more energy for you're doing chest pressing, you're doing 5 sets, you have to leave a little bit in the tank. How are you going to push to actual failure if you're doing 5 sets? It doesn't make any sense. It's not going to be absolute failure. It's going to be real fatigue, and you're not going to be able to do anymore, but it's like exhaustion failure. And just you're not getting stimulation anymore. It's almost like the muscle's numb, right? The muscle gets numb. You're beating a dead horse. And you'll notice that if you're doing, for me, if I do 4 to 6 sets for a body part, that kind of range, maybe 3, but usually 4 to 6, I'll have great workouts. I'll have great sets, but it won't get to the point where I'm just fatiguing. I can't do any more. And it's just the muscle's not getting anything out of it. And it doesn't mean you won't be able to lift the same weight for a 7th set or an 8th set, but there's that diminishing returns. So it's really about doing the intense sets and the lowest amount of volume that's going to give you results without doing too much, because the more that you do, that's not necessary. Once you go past that point, you're just fatiguing yourself and you're damaging the muscle tissue, so to speak, and you're making it harder to recover. So you want to create the stimulus in the gym and then get to recovering. So in terms of back, people are talking about where you're rowing to. When you're doing any kind of back exercise, it's all about your elbow position. The higher you go, the more posterior deltoid and middle trap and rhomboid and upper trap you're going to get. And then the more close towards the body, the more you're going to hit the lats for the back. So where you row towards and where your elbow position is. Okay, let's see. Bum, 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 bum. So there's low row. So doing barbell rows, what I would do for barbell rows, just to kind of cue it, you can go overhand, but with barbell, it could be awkward, but underhand and dragging it up your thighs and staying a little bit more upright is great for feeling a little bit more. It's like a low row. I have a hammer strength low row machine. You could do these kinds of things on cable. So there's different ways to hit different muscles of the back. And really what I try to do is when I'm training the back, I want to hit a couple exercises for lats, like a wide grip pull down for lats in the frontal plane. I'll do some sort of a row, whether it's a high pull or like a kneeling cable, like a straight on, elbows towards the body. And then I'll probably do like a T-bar row or a chest supported Smith machine or something, elbows flared. That way I can get more of the upper back thickness, because usually when I do a T-bar row or a chest supported row, I'll also do some what's called Kelso shrugs. I don't like doing vertical shrugs. If you really want to build up your traps, it's just a better angle. You'll hit the upper traps, but also the middle traps too. So you'll get a lot more in the rhomboids. You get a lot more of that upper back thickness. That's going to give you that big upper body look. I don't want to have fucking upper traps up to my ears. And most people have upper traps that are just too overstimulated anyway. People are really elevated and kind of poor posture. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's see here. Edgewater period fam. Swole Sama, I fucking love those shrugs. Vertical ones are bullshit. Yeah, they're awesome. And you can play around with the angle, right? You don't need like, I mean, I do them on the T-bar machine, but, or they're called Kelso shrugs, but it's better if you're on like an incline and the bars and your arms are more vertical down. So you get a little bit more of that middle and upper. If you're more like a T-bar row, when I do that, it's a little bit more middle traps and rhomboids. But I love doing those with dumbbells, but also on a Smith machine. Smith machine is fucking sick. But the thing is with my Smith machine, I can't get that full extension unless I elevate the bench on a couple rubber bumper plates because the bottom safeties on my Smith machine. Edgewater fam, let's see. Papa Soy, what do you snack on when you are starving? How do get off sugar? What do I snack on when I'm starving? I mean, I eat food. So there's that. Everyone's like, what do you snack on? I eat. What the fuck are you talking about? You're probably not getting enough protein. Most people don't get enough protein. So I wake up and I'm having creatine and electrolytes and 50 grams of fucking protein. And then after I train, I'll do the same thing. Like I'm trying to get like 200 plus grams of protein a day. I'm trying to get about 200 grams of protein a day, like for sure. Like I'm just, when in doubt, eat protein. So eat some food, eat some more protein. You're hungry. If you're lifting weights, how to get off sugar, stop eating processed garbage. You can have some fruit, but just stop eating processed garbage. You need to get better nutrition. Check out our content, the elimination diet. I'm starving. Eat food. What do you snack on? This is what people do, like the snack culture. Don't underestimate. This is all these fucking food companies, Frito-Lay and Nestle and Kraft. They make all these goddamn garbage foods and snack machines. You ever see the snack machines? It's all chips and shit. There's nothing snack about it. You should change the term snack to trash. Eat food or don't eat. And people are like, oh my God, what should I eat? I'm hungry. It's a snack. Eat real fucking food. Your body is starved for nutrients. You're hungry because you didn't eat anything. But I ate a little while ago and I want a snack. No, you didn't get any nutrients because you ate shit and you don't get any nutrition. So your body's constantly hungry. Are we going to get some nutrition? Hello. Are we going to get some actual protein and quality food? Hello. Are you going to eat anything besides vegetable oils? Hello. If you need snacks, your nutrition blows. Straight up fact. If you need snacks, your nutrition blows. Because otherwise you would just it's called being hungry. And why are you hungry? Because you need nutrition. And why do you need nutrition? Because you eat like shit. Trust me, if you're eating nutrient dense food, you are just full. And then eventually you're like, I'm going to eat, right? You just get hungry. Like, it's time for a meal. But what if you go somewhere and you're hungry? Like, what do you eat? Just don't eat. Oh, we have to bring something in this. Like, because just eat later or eat first. Just fucking eat. Eat food. I need a snack. Eat food. What do you eat when you have to go somewhere and bring something? Bring food. It's not complicated. You have steak made or whatever, chop it up, bring it in a container. Oh, you mean being prepared and bringing food? People have never heard of Tupperware containers, containers where you could bring things with you, put it in a bag and put it in your hand, carry it, bring it to a location, consume it. It has to be ultra processed and in a package for you to fucking eat it. It's gross. Just eat food. Cerny says, why are people so hungry all the time? Because they're addicted to garbage and they're on this insulin roller coaster and people are starved for nutrition. Their bodies are fucking starved. You eat junk food, you go to McDonald's or Burger King, you're going to be hungry pretty soon after. You know why? It's because it's garbage. Your body's like, what the fuck did you just eat? You're mechanically full because your stomach is full of shit. But then once your body has sifted through the trash, it's like, we didn't get anything out of that meal. You just sucked down 32 ounces of liquid sugar. You ate different conglomerations of sugar and seed oils and stuff and grease. Okay. And your body's like, are we going to get some actual nutrition now? I'm already hungry. Yeah, because you still ate nothing. You just ate a big fucking plate of styrofoam. Micronutrients. Everyone's like, oh, but if it fits your macros, it's not fitting your micros. You're not getting nutrients. You're not getting nutrients. That's why you're so fat, because you keep on compulsively eating this empty shit. There's no such thing as empty calories. There's no morality around food. Fuck you. There is definitely food that's high quality and food that sucks. Just because you could put it in your mouth and swallow it doesn't mean you should, you fucking slut. Just because look, all right, hey, I got a shirt for that. Don't put dirty dicks in your mouth. Oh, but Papa Swole, I like dirty dicks. I like dirty dicks. I need my electrolytes. They're so salty and vinegary. I like my acetic acid. All right, so we got any more questions? All right, I'm going to open this up again because it was glitching out. Let's see. So complicated, but how do you just not eat it? Just stop fucking eating shit. But how do you do that? Use the brain up. Use the head things. Astarica. Papa Swole, I think we did this already. I walk 6 kilometers a day, but just doing weightlifting 10 minutes after that. Is that not enough for my body? What? So you walk a couple miles. Cool. You just lift for 10 minutes. Is that enough for? No, it's not enough. 10 minutes of what? You can make that 10 minutes very effective, but what, to warm up and lift it? No. So focus more on lifting weights. Walking's great, but that's not going to help you lose. Forget the weight loss. Forget the fat loss where people look. It's not about losing weight. It's about losing fat, but you're going to do that by building muscle. Build muscle. You don't have enough muscle. Focus on building muscle. I promise you it's going to be much more impactful for your shape, your figure, your energy, everything more than walking. Walk after. Lift heavy. Get on a good solid strength training program. Join us, swolenormousx.com. Do the 90-day dash. Build muscle, and then do your walking. Last one. Per whatever. Papa Swole, what it means when after training half year, you become weaker in one exercise. Probably program design, your form, nutrition, not recovering enough in one exercise. Maybe you haven't done it in a while. But getting weaker is poor programming, poor execution, poor nutrition, not enough recovery. So it's program design stuff. You shouldn't be getting weaker in one exercise. That's kind of weird. All right, fam. We're going balls deep. All right. So those of you watching on YouTube, make sure you switch over to Rumble. That way you can catch the full show. It's time to go balls deep. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, every single day you can catch the full show on the Roomblay, rumble.com/the Daily Swole. So switch on over now so you can catch the rest of the show. And we'll be back here tomorrow, of course. So YouTube, come on over to Rumble because YouTube sucks. So we'll see you there.